What is up, radio fans? Big L here. It is Saturday, November 21st, 2020, and this edition of the AM and FM radio stations from across the country takes us down to the Sooner State, as we will be taking a look at the Oklahoma City radio market. I written down the list of stations in Woodward, Oklahoma, as well as Elk City, Oklahoma, but I did not include them in the final list. However, I did include stations from the Stillwater, Enid, and Ponca City areas. So those will be included on this list. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right into this, shall we? Starting off on AM 640, broadcasting in high definition, that's KWPN, Moore, Oklahoma. This station is labeled as ESPN Radio 640. This is obviously a sports talk format, which carries the entire ESPN radio schedule. So this is one of three ESPN radio affiliates. The other two are an AM and FM simulcast of each other, and we'll talk about that station in just a bit. KWPN is owned by Cumulus Media. 780 is KSPI AM Stillwater, known as Pete 94.3. This is an adult hit station by locally based Stillwater Broadcasting LLC. KSPI AM is a daytime only station required by the FCC to sign off the air at sundown. However, they do operate two FM translator stations, K232FI and K233BQ, both on 94.3 FM and both licensed to Stillwater. 800 is KQCV AM Oklahoma City, or rather KOCV AM Oklahoma City. Yeah, KQCV AM Oklahoma City. This is part of the Bot Radio Network, which is a Christian talk and teaching station with programming from the Bot Radio Network. They are owned by the Bot Broadcasting Company, and their programming is simulcast on KQCV FM 95.1 in Oklahoma City. 890 is KTLR, Oklahoma City. Community Talk AM 890, FM 103.7. Community Talk Radio for Oklahoma. This station features talk and brokered programming, which is owned by Stanton Nelson and licensed by WPA Radio LLC. KTLR broadcasts on 890 kilohertz, which is a clear channel frequency in the United States, reserved for the dominant Class A 50,000 watt station on this frequency, and that's WLS in Chicago. As a result, KTLR is a daytime only station, so they must sign off the air at sundown, but they do operate a pair of FM translator stations. They operate K231BH 94.1 and K279CR at 103.7, both of which are licensed to Oklahoma City. Oh, and here's a quick note about KOCV AM. They also operate a trio of translator stations on FM. They operate K239BT 95.7, which is licensed to the Oklahoma City suburb of the Village, Oklahoma. There's also K272FD on 102.3, licensed to another OKC suburb, Del City, Oklahoma. And K296HC on 107.1. This translator is licensed to another OKC suburb, El Reno, Oklahoma. Want to get those in before I forgot. 930 is WKY, Oklahoma City. This station is the sports animal. And this is one of 3 ESPN radio stations in Oklahoma. And is the AM flagship station of the Oklahoma City Thunder. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're the NBA team that relocated to Oklahoma City from Seattle back in 2008. This franchise was previously known as the Supersonics. Anyway, WKY is the AM flagship station of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they are owned by Cumulus Media. Now, this is the AM simulcast of sister station WWLS FM 98.1, located in the Village, Oklahoma. And here's another quick note about WKY. They signed on the oldest television station in the state, known at the time then as WKY TV Channel 4, which hit the airwaves in 1949. That station today is known as KFOR TV and is currently the NBC television affiliate for Oklahoma City. 960 KGWA Enid, your information station. We're talking news, weather, and sports. This is a news talk station with news updates from Fox News Radio. They're owned by Williams Broadcasting, LLC. They operate FM translator station K265FL at 100.9 FM in Enid. 1000 broadcasting in high definition is KTOK, Oklahoma City. News Radio 1000 KTOK. Depend on it. This is a news talk station with hourly news updates from Fox News Radio and programming from both Premier Radio Networks and Westwood One. Notable programs heard on News Radio 1000 KTOK include Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, which is heard during the overnight hours. And This Morning, America's First News with Gordon Deal. KTOK is owned by iHeartMedia, and programming is repeated on sister station KXXY 96.1 HD2 in Oklahoma City. And they also operate FM translator station K291CX Oklahoma City at 106.1 FM. 1020 is KOKB Perry, Oklahoma. Triple Play Sports Radio Network. This is a Fox Sports Radio affiliated sports talk station, which is also the Stillwater Ponca City affiliate of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. This station is owned by Team Radio LLC, and programming is repeated on KOKV 1580 AM in Blackwell, Oklahoma, and KOSB 105.1 FM in Perry, Oklahoma. Plus, they operate 2 FM translator stations. They operate K226CW at 93.1 in Stillwater, which relays KOKP. And they also have a standalone translator station on 93.9, which is K227DK, licensed to Blackwell. 1140 KRMP, Oklahoma City. This station is known as Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, the beat of the city. They broadcast an urban adult contemporary format and is locally owned by Oklahoma City-based Perry Broadcasting Company. Now, this is a minority-run broadcast company which owns not only radio stations across Oklahoma, they also own some print companies as well, among other things. KRMP is a daytime-only station, so they're required to sign off the air at sundown. However, they operate FM translator station K221FQ on 92.1 FM in Oklahoma City, which allows KRMP's programming to air 24 hours a day, even after the AM station on 1140 signs off at sundown. 1220 is KTLV, Midwest City. Their branding is pretty much how they got their call sign. Key to Living Victoriously, or KTLV. This is a station that broadcasts urban gospel music as well as Christian talk and teaching programming from First Choice Broadcasting Incorporated. 1230 WBBZ AM, Ponca City. Sunny 1230. This station broadcasts an adult contemporary format from Sterling Broadcasting LLC. 1260 is KWSH, Wewaca, Oklahoma. Today's Best Country. This is a country music station from 110 Broadcasting Group Incorporated. 1340 is KGHM, Midwest City. This is a suburb of Oklahoma City. They're known as 1340 The Game, the most local games in Oklahoma City. This iHeartMedia-owned station is the Oklahoma City affiliate of Fox Sports Radio. 1390 KCRL, Enid. 1390 AM, Oklahoma's sports leader. This is the CBS Sports radio station in Enid, which is owned by Chisholm Trail Broadcasting Company. 1400 KREF, Norman. Sports Talk 1400, The Ref. This is the Norman area affiliate of Fox Sports Radio, with programming supplied by Premier Radio Networks and Westwood One. And they are also the Oklahoma City affiliate of the Cleveland Browns Radio Network. So yeah, you'll hear Cleveland Browns football on the Ref. This station is owned by Metro Radio Group LLC and operates FM translator stations K253AY at 98.5 FM and K257DA at 99.3 FM, both of which are licensed to Norman, Oklahoma. 1450 is KGFF, Shawnee. KGFF 100.9 and 1450. This is a classic hits radio station owned by the Citizen Potawatomi Nation. They operate FM translator station K265FE at 100.9 FM in Shawnee. 1460 KZUE, licensed to the Oklahoma City suburb of El Reno, Oklahoma. This station is known as La Tremenda Radio Mexico. They broadcast a Spanish variety format with programming from Univision Radio. This station is owned by La Tremenda Radio Mexico Incorporated, and they operate 2 FM translator stations. K249EN in El Reno and K249FG in Oklahoma City, both on 97.7 FM. KZUE 1460 AM is a daytime-only station, so by FCC law, this station is also required to sign off at sundown. But the 2 FM translator stations relays their programming 24 hours a day, even after KZUE signs off on 1460. 1490 is KMFS, Guthrie, Oklahoma. This is part of Sun Life Radio, which airs Southern gospel music as well as Christian talk and teaching programs, which is owned by Family Worship Center Church Incorporated and licensed by Jimmy Swaggart Ministries. So yeah, popular televangelist Jimmy Swaggart owns this station. 1520 is KOKC, Oklahoma City. News Talk 1520, KOKC. Talk Radio's new generation. This is a news talk format with news updates from both CBS News and Fox News Radio, as well as the Radio Oklahoma Network and the West Star Talk Radio Network. KOKC is the radio flagship station of the Sooner Sports Network. So yes, you'll be hearing Oklahoma Sooners football and Oklahoma Sooners men's basketball on News Talk 1520 KOKC. This station is owned by the Tyler Media Group, which was established in Oklahoma City all the way back in 1965. And KOKC's programming is also relayed on translator station K237GE on 95.3 FM in Oklahoma City. 1560 is KBEC, or that should be KEBC, Del City, Oklahoma. 1560, The Franchise 2. This is one of 2 Sports Map Radio Network affiliates in the Oklahoma City Metroplex, where Sports Map Radio Network was previously known as SB Nation Radio and also went by about 3 or 4 other names. This station is owned by the Oklahoma City-based Tyler Media Group, although the official owners are billed as Ty and Tony Tyler, and the license is held by Tyler Media LLC. 1600 KUSH, Cushing, Oklahoma. This is a full-service talk, sports, and music station with news updates from Town Hall Radio News and townhall.com. They are owned by the Chisholm Trail Broadcasting Company. So that's a quick run through the AM dial. Now let's jump to the FM side of the dial, starting with the traditional non-commercial band. We'll begin with 88.1 Channel 201, KMSI, Moore, Oklahoma. This station is known as The Oasis. They broadcast an inspirational format, which is owned by David Ingalls Ministries Incorporated. 88.3 Channel 202 is KIOP Prague, Oklahoma, known as Oklahoma Catholic Broadcasting. They air a Catholic religious format owned by St. Wenceslas Catholic Church of Prague, Oklahoma. 88.5 Channel 203 is KZTH Piedmont, Oklahoma. This is part of the House FM. Faith, Family, Fun. They air a contemporary Christian format and is currently owned by the Love Station Incorporated. This is the Oklahoma City translator of KJTH 89.7 in Ponca City, which we'll be talking about in just a little bit. Our next station on the list is a sister station of Our next station is the sister station of KJTH, and that's 88.7 Channel 204. KLVV, Ponca City. They're known as the House of Praise. Their slogan is Music with a Message. This broadcasts a contemporary Christian music format also owned by the Love Station Incorporated. Programming is repeated on KGVV 90.5 FM, Goldtree, Oklahoma, and on KTST 101.9 HD2 in Oklahoma City. They operate two translator stations, K253BC 98.5 FM Enid and K297AZ 107.3 FM Stillwater. 88.9 Channel 205 is KYLV Oklahoma City. This is the OKC affiliate of the K-Love Radio Network, which broadcasts a contemporary Christian music format owned by the Educational Media Foundation, otherwise known as EMF. 89.1 Channel 206 is KXTH Seminole, Oklahoma. This is also part of the House FM. Faith, Family, Fun. This is a contemporary Christian music format from the Love Station Incorporated, and this is also a translator station of KJTH, which we will get into in just a second. 89.3 Channel 207 has two, in fact, they have three stations on this frequency. The first is KALU, Langston, Oklahoma. KALU 89.3. Your source for news and music. This is an urban contemporary station owned by Langston University, which is, of course, located in Langston, Oklahoma. The second station listed at 89.3 is KIEL Loyal, Oklahoma. Radio 74 International. This station broadcasts Christian talk and teaching programs as well as traditional Christian music. They are owned by the Seventh-day Adventist churches. And then the third station listed at 89.3 is KSSO Norman. This is also part of Sun Life Radio, which airs a Southern Gospel format. They're owned by Family Worship Center Church Incorporated, which is, of course, owned by popular televangelist Jimmy Swaggart. All right, 89.7 Channel 209, broadcasting in high definition, is KJTH, Ponca City, Oklahoma. This is the flagship of the House FM. I can't talk, sorry. Faith, Family, Fun. Almost a tongue twister for me. On the station's main FM analog signal, as well as on their HD1 digital side channel, is contemporary Christian music. And then HD2 is also a contemporary Christian music station known as 88.7, the House of Praise. This is the simulcast of sister station KLVV. KJTH is owned by the Love Station Incorporated, and their programming is repeated on 5 full power repeater stations, including KZTH 88.5 FM, Piedmont, Oklahoma, which broadcasts to the greater Oklahoma City metro area. KTMF, or KTHF rather, 89.9, Hammond, Oklahoma. This broadcasts to the Elk City area. Also on KXTH 89.1 Seminole, 89.3 KTHL Altus, KTHM 94.1 Waynoka, Oklahoma, and KIXO 106.1 Sulphur, Oklahoma. All right, just a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. KJTH also operates 9 translator stations. They operate K230BF 93.9 FM Ada, K232ET 94.3 Shawnee, K233CR 94.5 Pawhuska, Oklahoma, K261DP Edmond, and K261DR Wichita, Kansas, both on 100.1. K269GL 101.7 Lawton, K289AU 105.7 Bartlesville, and K290BP 105.9 FM Stillwater. 90.1 Channel 211, broadcasting in high definition, is KUCO Edmond. KUCO and KBCW, Oklahoma's choice for classical music. On the main FM analog signal and on HD1 is classical music. HD2 is a simulcast of KTGS 88.3 FM in Tishomogo, Oklahoma. This airs to the Ada area, and this station plays gospel music. That simulcast is heard on KUCO HD2. And then on KUCO HD3 is Oklahoma Vietnamese Public Radio. KUCO is owned by the University of Central Oklahoma campus located in Edmond, and programming is repeated on 2 full power repeaters, KBCW 91.9 FM McAllister, Oklahoma, and KCSC 95.9 FM in Woodward, Oklahoma. Now, this is a small town in the northwestern portion of the state near the Oklahoma Panhandle. 90.7 Channel 214 is KAYE FM. I cannot read this town. I think it's Tonkawa, Oklahoma. I could pronounce it no problem. Tonkawa, Oklahoma. This is a non-commercial top 40 CHR station owned by Northern Oklahoma College. Sorry, there was a car whizzing by outside, my windows open. 90.9 channel 215 is KOKF Edmond. This is the Oklahoma City affiliate of Air One. Worship now, and their backup slogan being the worship station. This station broadcasts a contemporary worship music format, and they are also owned by EMF. 91.3 channel, in fact, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. 91.1 channel 216 is KKRD Enid, which is also part of Air One. So this is pretty much the same station as KOKF. 91.3 channel 217 is KAXR, Arkansas City, Kansas. This is American Family Radio. In fact, this station is part of their AFR Talk Network, which broadcasts Christian talk and teaching programs from the American Family Association. Then the final station on the non-commercial band on FM is 91.7 channel 219, broadcasting in high definition, KOSU Stillwater. 91.7 KOSU, uniquely Oklahoma. So on the main FM and analog signal and on HD1 is news, talk, as well as adult album alternative, news and programming from NPR, and other programming supplied by American Public Media, Public Radio International, and the Spy FM. Now, the Spy FM is based out of Oklahoma City and is a web-only radio station which broadcasts on KOSU from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. Central Time. Judging by the call sign, KOSU is owned by Oklahoma State University, whose main campus is located in Stillwater. Programming repeats on two full-power repeaters, KOSR 88.3 FM Stillwater and KOSN 107.5 FM Ketchum, Oklahoma. KOSU also operates a pair of FM translator stations. They operate K235CG 94.9 FM Ponca City and K297AQ 107.3 FM in Bixby, Oklahoma. This translator station covers the Tulsa metro area. Alright, so that is the traditional non-commercial band. Now let's jump to the commercial band on FM. And the first station up will be 92.5 channel 223, broadcasting in high definition, KOMA, Oklahoma City. 92.5 KOMA, Oklahoma's greatest hits. Give me just a second. Hopefully that will help. Alright, so on the main FM analog signal and on HD1 is Classic Hits. On their HD2 sub-channel is Alternative Rock, dubbed as 92.9 The Edge. This station is relayed over translator K225BN, Oklahoma City on 92.9 FM. And then on HD3 is a classic hip-hop station known as V103, which is relayed over translator station K276EX, Oklahoma City on 103.1 FM. KOMA is owned by Oklahoma City-based Tyler Media Group, although the official owners are Ty and Tony Tyler, and the licensee is labeled as Tyler Media LLC. But either way, Tyler Media Group owns KOMA. 93.3 channel 227 is KJKE FM Newcastle. 93.3 Jake FM, Oklahoma's New Country. Wikipedia lists KJKE FM as a news country or a new country format. They're also owned by the Tyler Media Group. And the next two stations are short-spaced along with KJKE, because right next door to KJKE is 93.5 channel 228 KSTQ Stewart, Oklahoma. And this is also a country music station known as Blake FM 93.5. They're owned by K95.5 Incorporated. And then short space next to them at 93.7 channel 229 is KSPI FM Stillwater. Hot 93.7, Stillwater's hot music channel. This is a hot adult contemporary station from Stillwater Broadcasting, LLC. 94.7 channel 234, broadcasting in high definition, is KBRU, Oklahoma City. 94.7 The Brew, rocks. On the main FM analog signal and on HD1 is Mainstream Rock. HD2 is a regional Mexican station dubbed as 98.5 El Patron, which is relayed over translator station K253BV Oklahoma City on 98.5 FM. KBRU features programming from both iHeartRadio and Premium Choice. 94.7 The Brew, KBRU, is owned by iHeartMedia. 95.1 channel 236 is KQCV FM Shawnee, Oklahoma. This is part of the Bot Radio Network, which broadcasts a Christian talk and teaching format with programming supplied by the station's owner, the Bot Radio Network. And this station's programming is also simulcast on KQCV AM 800 in Oklahoma City. This station operates 9, count them, 9 FM translator stations. They operate K223CG 92.5 FM, Sands Springs, Oklahoma. K227CI 93.3 FM, Ardmore. K229CQ 93.7, Bartlesville. K231BH 94.1 and K238AT 95.7, both licensed to Oklahoma City and both broadcasting generally to the northern portions of OKC. K260CV 99.9 Stillwater. K264BT Muskogee on 100.7. K272FD, technically licensed to Del City, but they listed it as Oklahoma City, but this covers the southern portion of the OKC market on 102.3. And K293BD, or rather K293BO, Lawton on 106.5 FM. 95.7 channel 239 is KXLS, Lahoma, Enid, Oklahoma. They're known as My 95.7, the best variety from the 80s to now. This is an adult contemporary station owned by Chisholm Trail Broadcasting Company. Alright, just a couple more pages left as we jump over to 96.1 channel 241. Broadcasting in high definition, that is KXXY FM, Oklahoma City. 96.1 KXY, Oklahoma's country favorites. On the main FM analog signal and on HD1 is country music, and on HD2 is the news talk simulcast of sister station News Radio 1000 KTOK. KXXY FM is owned by iHeartMedia. 96.9 Channel 245 is KQOB Enid. Ellis 96.9, We Play Anything. This is an adult hits radio station owned by Champlain Broadcasting and is co-owned with Cumulus Media under a local marketing agreement. 97.3 Channel 247 is KKNG FM, Blanchard, Oklahoma. This is known as Oklahoma Catholic Radio. They broadcast a Catholic religious format with programming from the EWTN radio network. The station is owned by Stanton Nelson and licensed by WPA Radio LLC. Stanton Nelson, you may recall, also owns AM Daytimer KTLR. 97.7 Channel 249 is KHRK Hennessy, Oklahoma. They're known as 97.7 The Hawk. Classic rock for Oklahoma. So judging by the slogan, this is a classic rock station which is owned by Chisholm Trail Broadcasting Company. And programming is repeated on KNAH 99.7 FM HD3 in Mustang, Oklahoma. 98.1 Channel 251 is WWLS FM, The Village, Oklahoma. This station is known as 98.1 The Sports Animal. This is the main Oklahoma City affiliate of ESPN Radio. However, they do locally produce sports talk, which airs mornings, afternoons, and evenings, while ESPN radio programming airs during nighttime hours and on weekends. WWLS FM is the flagship station of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And they are owned by Cumulus Media. WWLS FM's programming is simulcast on WKY AM 930 in Oklahoma City, and many of this station's programs are heard statewide on sports animal stations, six in total, which are located in Tulsa, Muskogee, Elk City, and Woodward. 98.9 Channel 255 is KYIS, Oklahoma City. 98.9 KISS FM, playing the most hits from the 90s to now. And of course, now is spelled in all caps. KYIS operates a hot adult contemporary format from Cumulus Media. 99.3 Channel 257 is KLOR FM, Ponca City. KLOR, your classic hits station. This is a classic hits station, of course, owned by Team Radio LLC. This is the same company that also owns Triple Play Sports. 99.7 Channel 259, broadcasting in high definition, is KNAH, licensed to the Oklahoma City suburb of Mustang, Oklahoma. This station is known as 99.7 Hank FM. Hank plays country legends. The main FM analog signal and on their HD1 digital side channel is Classic Country. HD2, I'm assuming, is an Oklahoma country station, which is labeled as Rooster Red Dirt 24/7. HD3 is, of course, the simulcast of the classic rock station we just talked about, KHRK 97.7 The Hawk. That's on HD3. And then on HD4 is the talk radio format of KZLS, I should say, KZLS 1640 The Eagle. KNAH is owned by Champlain Broadcasting Incorporated. 100.5 Channel 263 is KATTFM Oklahoma City. Rock 100.5 The Cat, Oklahoma's pure rock station. They broadcast a mainstream rock format owned by Cumulus Media. Short space next to them on 100.7 Channel 264 is KPNC, Ponca City, Oklahoma. 101 Country, KPNC. Today's Country. This is a country music station from Team Radio LLC. 101.1 Channel 266 is KVRO FM Stillwater. Classic Hits 101.1. Classic Rock and Roll. That's their slogan. This is a classic hits radio station owned by Stillwater Broadcasting LLC. 101.9 Channel 270, broadcasting in high definition, is KTST Oklahoma City. 101.9 The Twister, number one for New Country. On the main FM analog signal and on their HD1 digital subchannel is country music. And then HD2 is the contemporary Christian simulcast of 88.7 KLVV, the House of Praise. KTST is owned by iHeartMedia. 102.5 Channel 273 is KACY FM, Arkansas City, Kansas. 102.5 The River, good times and the greatest hits of all time. This is another classic hits radio station. This one is owned by Tornado Alley Communications, or almost not incorporated. They're owned by Tornado Alley Communications LLC. 102.7 Channel 274, broadcasting in high definition, is one of OKC's most popular radio stations. KJYO, Oklahoma City. They're known as KJ103, Oklahoma City's number one hit music station. On the main FM analog signal and on HD1 is Top 40 CHR. And then on HD2 is a channel exclusive to the iHeartRadio app known as the iHeartRadio Music Festival. KJYO is owned by iHeartMedia. 103.1 Channel 276 is KOFM Enid. KOFM, Continuous Country Favorites. This is a country music station which is owned by Williams Broadcasting LLC. All right, made it to the finals. We have made it to the final page. 103.5 Channel 278 is KVSP, Anadarko, Oklahoma. Power 103.5, number one for blazing hip-hop and R&B. This is a mainstream urban station owned by the Perry Broadcasting Company. 104.1 Channel 281. This is another one of OKC's more popular stations. KMGL, Oklahoma City. Magic 104.1, Oklahoma City's at work station. They broadcast adult contemporary music throughout much of the year and Christmas music during the holiday season. So this is the only radio station in Oklahoma City that I know of that plays Christmas music. KMGL is owned by Oklahoma City-based Tyler Media Group. 104.7 Channel 284 has 2 stations. The first station is KSLE Wewoka, Oklahoma. This is in the Seminole area east of OKC. They're known as Planet 1047. They broadcast an oldies format, which is owned by 110 Broadcasting Group, LLC. The other station on 104.7 is KQSN Ponca City. 104.7 The Bowl. They broadcast country music, which is owned by Sterling Broadcasting, LLC. 104.9 Channel 285 has 2 stations on this frequency. The first is listed to be broadcasting in high definition, and that's KKWD Bethany, Oklahoma. Wild 104.9. All the hits now. This is a rhythmic top 40 CHR station which broadcasts on the main FM analog signal and on their HD1 digital subchannel. And there are no other additional subchannels according to Wikipedia. KKWD is owned by Cumulus Media. The other station on 104.9 broadcasts in standard analog, and that's KEUC Ringwood, Oklahoma. This station is Oklahoma Catholic Broadcasting, which airs a Catholic religious format from Oklahoma Catholic Broadcasting Incorporated. So this is pretty much the same station as KIOP in Prague on 88.3. 105.3, Channel 287 is KINB, Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Those not familiar with the city of Kingfisher, it's located north of OKC, north and west of OKC, in fact. They're known as CBS Sports Radio 105.3. They are the Oklahoma City affiliate of CBS Sports Radio, hence their branding. And this is also the Oklahoma City affiliate for Kansas City Chiefs football. KIMB is locally owned by the Perry Broadcasting Company. Short space next to them at 105.5 Channel 288 is KGFY Stillwater, Cowboy Country. They broadcast a country music format from Stillwater Broadcasting, LLC. 105.9 Channel 290 is KIRC, Seminole, Oklahoma. They're known as Real Country, also broadcasting a country music format owned by 110 Broadcast Group, Incorporated. All right, you actually have 2 stations on 106.3, but one is part of a simulcast, and we'll talk about this station first. So you got 106.3 Channel 292. That is KGOU Norman, Oklahoma. And then 105.7 Channel 289 is KROU Spencer, Oklahoma. These 2 stations are known as KGOU, your NPR source. They broadcast a news talk format during the day and play jazz and blues music at nights and on weekends. KGOU and KROU are owned and licensed to the Board of Trustees of the University of Oklahoma, whose main campus is located in Norman. Now, KROU is a repeater station of KGOU. KGOU's programming also repeats on the following 3 full power stations: KWOU 88.1 FM in Woodward. That again is out in western Oklahoma. KOUA 91.9 FM, Ada. And KQOU 89.1 FM, Clinton, Oklahoma. They also operate 4 translator stations. K250AU 97.9 FM, Ada. K276ET 103.1 Seminole. K286BZ 105.1 Shawnee. And K295BL 106.9 Chickasha, Oklahoma. All right, the other station on 106.3 is a standalone. That's KWOF, Wauconis, Oklahoma. 106.3 The Wolf, True Country. This station airs a classic country format owned by Chisholm Trail Broadcasting Company. Short space next to them at 106.5, channel 293, is KTLS FM, Holdenville, Oklahoma. This broadcasts to the Ada area. They're known as 106.5 Boss FM. They play classic rock, and they're owned by the Chickasha Nation. Short space next to them at 106.7, channel 294, is KTUZ FM, Okarche, Oklahoma. La Zeta 106.7. This is a regional Mexican station locally owned by the Tyler Media Group. 107.1, channel 296, is KNID North Enid. Today's Best Country. This is a country music station owned by Chisholm Trail Broadcasting Company. And we're going to close out a look at the Oklahoma City market with a bang. 107.7, channel 299, broadcasting in high definition, is KRXO FM, Oklahoma City. This station is known as 107.7 The Franchise. And this slogan is so awesome. When I first looked at it, I was like, I love this slogan. Their slogan is Sports Radio with Balls. Just sounds so cool, you know? Anyway, on the main FM analog signal and on HD1 is the sports talk format. This is the FM affiliate for Oklahoma City of Sports Map Radio Network, previously SB Nation Radio, or sister station KEBC 1560 is also a part of the Sports Map Radio Network. HD2 is the station's former branding, which is classic rock, as 104.5 KRXO. That station is relayed over translator station K283BW Oklahoma City on 104.5 FM. And on HD3 is a Spanish oldies station known as Éxitos 96.5. This is relayed over translator station K243BJ Oklahoma City on 96.5 FM. This is the Oklahoma City affiliate of Oklahoma Sooners football and men's basketball. And they are also the Oklahoma City home of Westwood One Sports. So, that means the NFL on Westwood One, meaning their Thursday night games, Sunday night games, Monday night games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl are all heard in Oklahoma City on 107.7 The Franchise, which is locally owned by the Tyler Media Group. And that, my friends, is a rundown of the AM and FM stations in the Oklahoma City area, as well as Enid, Ponca City, and Stillwater, Oklahoma. All right. The next city that we'll be taking a look at will be Kansas City, Missouri. I figured I'd get that market knocked out next. So that'll be coming soon. Watch out for that. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell twice every time I post a new vid. This is Big Al signing off. Thanks for hanging with me, and I will catch y'all later. Deuces.